LongEZ with a small block Ford V8. Starts out as a 302. Bored and stroked to 360 cubic inches.
Okay.
And puts out about 270 horsepower at 3,500 RPM.
So why did you choose this particular engine?
Well, I had an 0235 Lycoming for 10 years in this plane. And I'm an engineer, and I always keep an eye out for things that are for improvements. And it looks like liquid cooling and a V8 engine should be superior to an air-cooled 4. And in the motorcycle industry, that has happened definitely way back in the early 80s when they went to liquid cooling for more performance for motocross bikes.
Right.
So, I mean, that was just a landmark change for them.
Right.
So I pretty much did the same thing here.
Right. And how big of a challenge was it for you to adapt the liquid cooling to this?
Well, it took me 5 months to rip the Lycoming out and first flight with a V8. So, but there's several things I had to develop, like exhaust pipes, build my own motor mount, build a cowling. Those things take a little while.
Right.
And then once you're flying, it takes several years to go back in and make little changes here and there, just constantly trying to improve it.
Right. And how long have you been flying it with this engine?
Well, V8 has been in here for 10 more years.
10 years you've been flying with?
This is a 20-year airplane, 10 years with a V8.
Oh, wow. And
1,000 hours.
1,000 hours?
Yeah.
Okay. And what kind of time are you going to look at for doing the overhauls?
I'm not. Whenever it needs an overhaul, I'll do it.
Oh, okay. So it hasn't given you any indication yet that you need one?
Nope. I've been inside there, and it's, I don't know, no appreciable wear, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Oh, okay. What type of performance did you see the difference between the two?
Well, the Lycoming was 0235, 118 horses. But the best you can do is in the high 190s at the most, because I race it.
Oh, okay.
Because we get together and we have races every year. And this thing can go about 250 miles an hour.
Oh, wow.
So there's a 50 plus mile an hour speed advantage. And economy-wise, this is 11-to-1 compression ratio. So economy-wise, this is more economical than the 0235.
Really?
At the same speed.
Yeah. Apples to apples speed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, flying over here from Lewiston, I could average straight and level about 4.2 gallons per hour at 165 miles an hour. Because I was in formation with a couple other guys. I never traveled that slowly before. I'm usually up at 200 miles an hour, 6 gallons an hour. That's my traditional economy cruise speed. The fuel burn at full throttle is obnoxious, 15 gallons an hour. But I sure do like 165. The economy is great. You know, I had to consider slowing down a little bit.
And what did it add to your weight?
This plane weighed 860 with a Lycoming, and now it weighs 1,010.
Okay.
But I have electric start now. That's an added attraction.
And you didn't have that before?
No, my wife and I hand-propped this thing for 10 years. No, hand-propped the Lycoming for 10 years.
What kind of carb do you have on it?
It's a Holly 2-barrel with a metering plate. The McNeely metering plate for mixture adjust. Fits right between the float bowl and the carburetor body. Works just like an aircraft carburetor leaning setup.
Did you have challenges with your temperatures when you first started out?
You have to be very careful.
Oh, okay.
Under normal, ordinary flight, no temperature problems ever, even first flight.
Really?
However, when you race the plane and you're burning 3 times as much fuel and you're only going 50 miles an hour faster, yeah, then you get warm.
You got a little different issues there?
Yeah, then you get valve erosion. You need a valve job every 2 years. So no more of that. So I had to improve the cooling, and now I can go full throttle without running quite as hot. Cross-country cruise is 2,800 RPM.
So in order to get horsepower out of this at lower RPM, what'd you do for cam?
Lower RPM, I mean like 3,500.
Yes.
Yeah, I got a cam optimized for 3,500. And also the crank is also billet steel.
Did you do all your mechanical work yourself?
Yep, everything.
What was the most difficult part of the installation for you?
Cowl building is really,
Was it?
yeah, that's a lot of work.
How long do you figure it took you to do that?
Cowls? Well, let's see. I think my third cowl took me, nah, you could probably build a cowl in about a month and a half.
Oh, okay.
That's not too bad. A lot of work, a lot of, not too fun.
And if you had it to do over again, what would you do differently?
Just little things, just little odds and ends maybe, you know. I don't know, maybe design the motor mount just a little different so I can screw the spin-on oil filter direct. As it is, I have a offset.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I have to come out of the block and turn and then screw it on at an angle.
Oh,
I did one of those things I just didn't plan when I first built things.
Right.
I've tweaked it. I have tweaked it over the years. You know, a little vein here and a little curve there.
Right.
I'm done with that.